Hello, Calamity. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night tonight. Yeah. So, it's that time again. Always a good time, I suppose. Let's see here. Don't really need splits right now. So my plan tonight, I want to take a look at some setup, some tricks. Basically, this is going to be kind of like a practice stream. But the main thing I really want to attack today is the Temple of Time BTB. I know there is a way to clear Hyrule Field. I've done it plenty of times. But lately when I hit the BTB, I'm just like, I stop halfway or maybe even a third of the way there. And I don't like that at all. It's a huge waste of time to run just to get to Castle Town when I could be getting to Castle that's loud. When I could be getting to Castle Town without even hitting the ground. Like, I've done it. Again, I've done it before. So I want to set up that gets me there. I think that would be... It's absolutely possible, and it would save so much time. Yeah, of course, Calamity. It doesn't cost me anything to sub. We are not doing new game. Oh, good. I do have a save. Perfect. In case you didn't see the post, I PB'd during my exercise bike run today. That was freaking awesome. Calamity, I know you saw it. It was really good. Like, it went so smoothly. I was legit worried I would beat my real PB. Yeah, I will, Calamity. I got you. But like, I seriously, I thought I was going to like beat it. Now those, to be clear, those golds are for the exercise bike. They're not for like the actual run. I have different splits for them because naturally I do worse when my heart rate is at 150 beats per minute. That's just, you know, that sometimes happens. But yeah, it was crazy how much time I saved. Okay, so the angle to castle that typically gets me there is actually to the left of like the champions. What do they call it? Champions ground or whatever. I need an angle that shoots me off to the left. Oh, dude, this BTB, no joke. It actually, in Switch 1, this BTB is a frame perfect. But that's for stamina. Stamina's just not as important anymore. Ah, I took too long. Alright. That's dumb. Don't do that. So now it's just like, I just need to get the distance, not even the stamina. I don't care about stamina as much anymore. It's a 2-frame window? Okay. I wasn't sure. No, it can't be 2 frames. Can it? Dude, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm dumb. Okay, I moved the Boko by aiming farther to the left. I moved the Boko farther to the left. And what that's gonna result is me going farther to the right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull here. Yeah, it's gonna shoot me off to the right if it shoots me at all. So a couple things I need to do. I need to master the rate at which I should pump the paraglider. And I need to memorize what my setup is to even get there. See, and this is what I'm talking about right now. Like, this one was actually pretty good in that it gets me almost to these grounds right here. I'm still slowing down, but that's not bad to get me here. I don't want to be here. Did I not hard save? I didn't hard save. I need to hard save or I'm gonna lose my spot. Yeah, you're welcome to ask me something. I'm pretty sure it was a 1-frame window though, because you can't buffer it, and buffering is 2 frames in Switch 1, I believe. It might be 3 frames. Anyways, but yeah, you're welcome to ask me anything. Almost anything. But we need to move him farther to the right if I want to go left. So you say harder skew. Okay. I can actually answer it. I can answer this question where I'm at right now. Yeah, I can answer this question. Let me take time to do the skew question. Of course that doesn't work because freaking wind bomb rolls. Yeah, it was cardinal direction, that's why it didn't work. And that didn't work either. I don't know why that wind bomb is not working. Oh yeah, that's actually not harder. It's a lot. It's easy. I'm sorry. Easy is. Let me be clear. Easy is relative. Skew clipping is not easy at all. I just want to be clear about that. But in Switch 1, the clips you do, you're not gonna. Oh, I'm getting mixed up. In Switch 1, the clips you do, because it's 30 FPS. I'm gonna have to talk through clipping in general. Like, I'm sure you know it, but I'm gonna have to talk through it just in general. Yeah, I know. Hold on. So in Switch 1, the clip you would normally do, let's say for bomb destroying, right? You come over here, you set your skew, and when you set your skew, right, what happens is when you unequip your shield, Link is gonna flick to the left because his ragdoll position got saved where he landed, right? Like, that's the whole idea behind skew clipping. Or I said to the left, to the right. It's the frames that Link is like flicking that allows you to go through the wall, because for a moment his hitbox changes. Yeah, you probably know these. Hopefully there's someone who doesn't. Now, in Switch 1, it's decently easy to take advantage of that. But because in Switch 2, the 60 FPS, you're actually... there's less frames that flicking is happening on. And so it just doesn't let you in. The hitbox changes too quickly, and it'll push you back out before you actually can move inward. You can think of it as like Link travels farther in Switch 2. I kind of want to bring Switch 1 up so I can talk about this. Link travels farther in Switch 2 or in Switch 1 because there's fewer frames being processed during the flick. Because of that, in Switch 2, you have to do what's called an extended shield clip. And what that effectively is you're doing this clip twice in a row. So what happens is I'm going to have to buffer. And in Switch 1, buffering is like 2 frames every buffer. I don't know how many frames it is in Switch 2. Okay, you know that too. Cool. And so here, we're in the middle of that little teleportation thing or whatever. So what I do is I'm holding shield. I'm holding the menu. And then what's going to happen is, and I'm overthinking it, so my thought is not working. I'm holding A. Why am I holding A? I think I did it right. I'm gonna have to do it fast. I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I hold A to basically initiate another another shield jump in midair. As soon as it equips the shield, it'll initiate another shield jump, and that causes the extended skew clip. But you have to let go again. Now here, you're about to see something. You're about to see this clip work. In Switch 2 Edition, the extended shield clip allows you to do the normal clips from Switch 1 Edition that you couldn't actually do. The problem here is that if I were to do the next follow-up, there's two things that could be wrong. One, the act of doing the extended shield clip eliminates skew. Sometimes. Okay, so I have skew still, so theoretically I could do an extended shield clip and maybe get it in. Yeah, no, I lost it already. Oh! That was a singular clip. I didn't even ESC there. Interesting. So, to do the door clip, it's basically just an extended shield clip. I guess the fastest way to do this would be to go in and out. Well, it's more steps and it hurts her freaking hand. Not only that, in order to pull off an ESC, well, the ESC I have to do, you have to land on a specific frame. If you don't land on a specific frame, Link's starting hitbox is not where it needs to be. So I'm going to erase skew real quick. So for this setup, I have to be facing straight. You see the rock between my legs? You cannot, to my knowledge, you can't do the door clip in Switch 1. That may not be true. Actually, that's not true. You can. It's harder, for one, and you still need the same visual cue I'm about to go through here, which is frame perfect. So the rock between my legs, I'm lining it up with the black little belt that's over Link's arrows. That gives me the perfect angle. Come over here, I angle it slightly to the left, but like barely noticeable. And then from there, I just do a single skew until I find my proper frame, which actually this is it. This is the proper frame. It's when Link is like parallel to the ground and he kind of like slides up into the door from a single buffer. So if I were to do ESC right here, it's gonna let me in. Now the key here, one of the keys for Switch 2 players is when you do the ESC on the proper frame, you're not done. You need to push forward on the joystick or it may push you out. Now, because I have the frame memorized, it looked easy. This is significantly harder, and it wastes significantly more time if you fail, because it's frame perfect. I mean, I hate to say that, but if I had an option, I would be going through the side. For Switch 2, if it was between the door and going through the side, I'd go through the side any day. I have that down, I have that clean, I have it memorized. It's here, actually. Let me show you. I have my Switch 1 PB that you may or may not have seen. Let me see if I can get... Do I have... Okay, let's just do this. And make sure alpha's not on. So it looks like you're seeing my capture card, you're actually not. You're seeing my screen. There's... Okay, yeah, color key is off. So if I were to do... No, dude. Let's fucking new window, please. It's a Switch 1 PB. Because you're asking about Switch 1 tricks, so I'm gonna give you a Switch 1 PB. There we go. So for those who are interested, I actually have a playlist for all my PBs in order of getting them. Now, there is variously bad, what's the word? Bad quality, like audio and stuff like that. So let's go down to 2101, or 3101 right here. I had long hair back then. Also, I was using alpha back then. But like, so here's stasis. I know exactly what to do. Now, I sometimes fail the first try. Because reasons. Yeah. That stinks. I don't know why it fails. But I get in and I go forward, right? Like, we're talking about bombs right now. Oh, that's that.
PB base, but
dude, I ran to bombs? No, I didn't. Okay. I must have missed the Dude, my 3101 was terrible. It just takes practice. Just practice the clips. Look for visual cues. Okay. I'm pretty sure I got cutscened here. Yeah, I got cutscened here. My 3101 was horrible. But yeah, like, what you're gonna see here, I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna skew, like you saw me, like I have these skews memorized. Do my setup, in, move, in, and it's guaranteed. If you practice and you memorize your visual cues, you're not sitting there waiting for the right frame to drop in your buffer the way you do through the door. Okay, so yeah, theoretically, optimally, going through the door with an extended skew clip is faster, right? Because you skew once, you clip once, and you're done. In reality, getting that 4 times in a row on first try is just not going to happen. One of those tries, you're going to waste a minute because you can't land on the right frame. And that's even having like the right skew. Sometimes you don't have the right skew. Sometimes you're off by like a millimeter because for reasons. So I would highly encourage you to learn. If you're on Switch 1, I would highly encourage you to learn the side skews. Just do it. It's going to save you so much heartache and time. Even if it takes forever. And if you look through that playlist, like my first run was like, what, an hour and 20 minutes? Granted, that was a really old route. But like, yeah, it's just worth it. I can't do that. I wish I could do that. I can't do that. Switch 2 is not nice like that. Speaking of not nice, I now have to go. I didn't hard save. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just run any percent route to get back to temple faster. I don't actually think, assuming I have health. Oh, hey, look, I don't have health. Alright, well. Dude, Switch 2 load time. You want to be fast. Switch 1 edition on Switch 2. Switch 1 edition on Switch 2. You get the load time save, but you don't get the 60 FPS. I hate my life right now. I don't know why I'm insisting on doing this trick, like it's gonna be faster. Reasons, guys, reasons. Can't do cardinal directions. Let's go this way. I forget I have paraglider, so I can just paraglide. I like the beauty of 60 FPS. I've also been kind of like a, I want to play the game in its latest version kind of guy. Like, if you were a noob that just picked up the game and was like, oh, I want to speedrun it, where would you be at? Well, you'd probably be on Switch 2 edition. No amiibo. So guess what I'm running? Switch 2 edition, no amiibo. Not entirely true. If you try to do a wind bomb diagonally on Switch 1 edition, it will fail. This will lag stop you every time. All right, well. Do I have arrows? I do. So, hard save, so we can do this practice. All right, so what I was doing, I wanted to bring the Boko off to the right in hopes that he will shoot me off to the left. So maybe here? Something feels really off. Well, that wasn't gonna put me in the direction I wanted to be anyways. How did I do this last time? I think I did a manual adjustment. Yeah, I saw that. And it is a little frustrating because I did want to get a PB using the BLSS route. 0 PBs on the BLSS route, which just is annoying. So if I do this and then adjust to the left just slightly. Does this make a difference? I completely missed his arm. Which doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have missed his arm at all because I aimed to the left, so I should have been jumping to the left. I don't... Unless Link's positioning didn't change because he wasn't pulling an arrow. Oh my goodness. Dang it all, man. More than my math teacher. Auto UPD, what's that? So, okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Like, this feels good. This should shoot me off to the left. If I hit his hitbox. That is really far to the left, though. See, this feels good. That little mound right there, that's where I want to get to. So I'm a little bit farther to the left than I want to be. But if I can get to that mountain right there, then I could get to the doors, I'm pretty sure. If I could get right there, then I'll be as far as I need to be. But look, like, look! Look how far I am compared to the other one. I'm going to castle right now. This is experiments. This is experiments to improve any percent. But that was way too far to the left, which is interesting. So if I shoot there and I aim there, shoot to the corner, aim to the center. Shoot to the corner, aim to the center. What's this gonna do for me? I feel like I'm gonna end up in the exact same place I did last time. That's too high. I pulled my bow too early. Yeah, that shoots me too far off to the left. I need to go a little bit more center. So what? Shoot to the corner, aim between the middle... Aim to what? First quarter? I don't know how to describe it in English. Hey, Tara. If Tears of the Kingdom was gonna get DLC, I feel like it would have gotten it already. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was still a little bit too far to the left. And he's already looking around. He's already at his spot. We are experimenting with Temple of Time BTB to try and get across Hyrule Field without touching grass. That is basically it. I want to get across Hyrule Field without touching grass. That's... I'm dead. It's over. Yeah. We hate grass. Yeah, grass is dumb. Honestly, more dungeons, reimagined dungeons, redone boss fights. There's actually quite a lot they could add. Because they did it for freaking... They did it for Breath of the Wild. The problem is that there's 3 separate overworlds. That's not gonna work. It's too far to the left. This is not good. Yeah, that's a complete mess. Is he starting in a bad position? He might be starting from a bad position. Here, let me do a position reset, and hopefully that does something. Okay. This is it. This is the angle I want. This is the angle and the speed I want. Well, I don't know if it's the speed. The speed was actually a bit questionable. But this is the angle. This will get me exactly where I want to go. Look at this. I don't think I have the speed, but that is definitely the angle. And I can do that. I can work with this. Maybe. Do I have health? I don't have health items. That's close. That's really close to what I want. Alright, I want to test something real quick, and that is what happens if I get here. I need to verify. Except I don't have any food. Alright, hold on. Let's go on a detour really quick. I'm gonna get food. Honestly, the secondary adjustment... Nice! GG's, Calamity. The secondary adjustment was very minuscule. It was like nothing. Okay, there's apples over here, so I'll just get apples. Dude, don't run away from me. There's a third apple, which would give me 2 wind bombs. And then we're just gonna do this the slow way. Speedrunner being slow. Yay. There's a broken window over here, right? Or am I insane? There is. Do I need a broken window or can I make the climb? I don't remember. No, I need a broken window. You made a video, Tara? I'm gonna have to find it. I'll find your videos. All of them. Link, can you, like, chill, dude? Alright, let's do a hard save. Why did I... I'm dumb, by the way. Just, I want to be clear. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for the congrats. I want to be clear. I did not need to do that detour for food. You want to know why I didn't need to do that detour for food? Because I could have just done this. Just wasting time grabbing apples because reasons. When I could have just... blown myself up. It's magical. Alright, let's keep with our experiment. I think I know what I want to do. It's gonna be really hard to pull off on an exercise bike, though. Let me tell you about that. It's so slow. That's good speed. The angle's a little far left. Where's my mountain? I've got to literally redirect to the mountain. Turn, dang you. Dude, look how far I'm going! Like, okay, forget the mountain. Didn't bullet time. Oh, because I don't have freaking bow on. Okay, let's assume that I got here. Let's just say that it took me here, right? Let's make that assumption. Oh no, we got here. It was a little bit off. Big whoop. Then I would BTB in this direction, or not BTB, wind bomb in this direction, and then die because reasons. But still, I like this. I'd almost rather make that mistake. Also, it looked like, correct me if I'm wrong, but is his hitbox wider with that adjustment? Oh my gosh, doing this on an exercise bike is gonna be brutal. So it's on the line and then halfway in between, or try to get halfway in between. I'm gonna buffer one more time, I'm curious. That was actually a really short buffer. I think his hitbox is like super big. By the way, optimal. I don't see this not making it to the mountain. You guys want to see how far we can go? Just for the kicks and giggles of it. Like, this solves it. This is the setup, guys. This is the setup. This is the solution. I'm excited. And then we just want to get to the door. I keep forgetting to equip the bow. Go away. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness. This is not gonna work. Yeah, that was not gonna work. Oh, I was facing cardinal directions. That's lovely. Oh, rip me. Remember those apples I wasted time getting? Yeah, they're suddenly useful. I just want to know. I want to know what this looks like. Okay? Is that so hard? Oh, dude, that was a messed up wind bomb. No, Tara, you're not allowed to leave. Arrgh, I'm so angry. I'm just kidding. You have a good night. Have a good night, Tara. I can't believe I solved this, though. I solved the Temple of Time BTB. It's gonna save so much time. And it makes it more consistent. Are you saying it only saves me 5 seconds? It's gonna save me minutes, dude. From walking across Hyrule because for some reason my BTB ends way early. Yeah, no. No, this is... This is the answer. Yeah, and I'm hitting his hitbox more center, and it just makes things so much more reliable. And you know, even if I go too far to the left, I can deal with that. Like, this isn't bad. So on the other one, the one I've been doing, I would be dropping here. Like, I would be on the ground right now. I'm going even farther. Unfortunately, this is gonna mess up my wind bomb. I actually had to end that early. That's nuts to me. I had to end it early. Oh, I can still do a diagonal this way. Oh, be quiet, you. Arrows. Why? Why? Bite me. You nailed me in the middle. I keep forgetting to re-equip the bow. I'm so excited that the BTB is going the distance that I just completely lose it. Completely forget what I'm doing. I'm gonna do the run tomorrow, and this is gonna be everything I ever wanted. I don't have to worry about pulling it too late anymore. Yeah, I apologize in advance for some of the audio problems of those PBs. They are not great. Come on, hard turn. I think that's the one negative of getting the wrong angle here, is I'm literally struggling to turn. Okay, let's see what happens. Remembering bow. See what happens if I do it from here. Because the challenge is I have to get to the bridge, right? In the end... Hold up. If I do this... Hold up. Do I make it? Holy mother of blip! Dude, record that. I just skipped a step. I just skipped a landing. That's fudging optimal. That puts me right here without any intermediates. What the frick? I don't even remember what I did. I know I did a last, so I got basically optimal BTB in terms of like distance and speed and all that fun stuff. What is it? Replicable? Can I replicate it? That's what I'm trying to say. Ah, fork. No, not there. Not there. There. This whole time I've been going with the old Switch 1 setup. I never spent time really exploring a Switch 2 variant. But how high I was off of that is just... I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I can replicate it, though. I mean, theoretically it can be, but this is motion controls we're talking about here. That feels good. I was about halfway on this brick right here. Whoa! I didn't think I would make it. I didn't think it would give it to me. That's literally a last second bow pull. That would be what an optimal BTB would be in Switch 1. Like that timing for the bow pull. But am I maintaining speed enough? I feel like I'm too slow. Yeah, I'm too slow. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this. Without dying. Ouch. See, that's the problem. If I don't get the distance, like... What do I do? I need to be variable. I need to be able to figure out how do I react to this BTB? I don't know that I can replicate that optimal scenario. What if I... Oh man, he's out of position again. You're watching two things? I'm sure. Oh, are you watching the playlist? It's like my entire history. I look like a baby in the beginning. I get to see the old routes too. Does it make a difference? How far can I go? How far should I go? Like, is it worthwhile to keep going? We could theoretically wind bomb off this right here. But he's gonna be a problem. Dude, get up there, please. Okay. Yeah, I don't know though. Ironically, he's providing the oh. Nice. Me and your sub counter. Oh goodness. I need to explore this more. Basically, I'm just gonna have to hit this and wind bomb and look at what possibilities are available. Not wind bomb, this BTB and figure out what possibilities. But I've been hitting it first try pretty much every time. Like, this thing is so forgiving. As long as I do it right. That might be a little far left. Ah, it didn't pull the bow. I like this though. I really like this setup. I'm ecstatic at this setup. Finally. PB for sure, guys. Feels good. Remember... No, it's interesting. I think higher actually gets me farther. Which is really strange when you think about it. Okay. I'm not aiming for mountain. I'm gonna aim for that other place I was at earlier. I want to see if I can make it. This mountain over here. Oh, I'm losing speed quick. Was it here? Was this where I was when I made that midair? I have bow. Dude. Dude! This is an experiment. I need it to be successful. So, what? If I just aim towards the door? Why do you hate me? Controls, why do you hate me? I'm in the middle of an experiment here. Heaven's sakes, man. Okay, yeah, so this is where I was when I did that midair. The midair was risky. I was a little low, and midairs have a tendency to be... They just are questionable. I don't have enough... Ooh, I do have enough health for midair. Alright, let's aim... Let's look at visual cues, not the minimap. We'll aim to the edge of the pillar. I'm not high enough. See, last time I was higher. What I could do... Why? It's fine. I didn't have the health. It's fine. Like, if I could pull off a midair there... Just... I need to practice. Like, if I'm going to say, okay, that's... Ooh, speaking of practice, autosave. Thank you. This will allow me to find a good visual cue. Let's go for the little tower top right there. These joysticks are really starting to get on my nerves. Now that I know I have an autosave, though. I'll just do it again. Although if I want to get higher, normally I have to get closer to cardinal directions. So maybe here. That's not high enough. There, that is perfect. Dude, that's so good. No, I don't. I use Joy-Cons. I like to be able to, like, cross my hands, and that's how I whistle run. It's just how I've been from the beginning. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. Is it repeatable? so the idea is that we go east until speed dies, basically. So we go east. And if we're too low, which, you know, we are, we can kill speed and readjust. Mid-air. That gets my height that I need. Twice in a row, baby. Twice in a freaking row. I'm so ready for this. Alright, my general rule of thumb with practice is I have to do it 3 times in a row. If I do it 3 times in a row, I can move on. So we'll do this a 3rd time. I do kind of wish I was higher from the first one. Like, I wish this got me higher, and so that I could do something a little bit more reliable. Like this right here. This is what I wanted. Because what I can do here is I can do... Well, I was supposed to be able to do something like this. And that would just shoot me up here. Although that's less reliable. So I still make it. I'm calling that 3, by the way, even though it's not the same one. Let's see if I get killed. This is it. This is the route. This is the route. Alright, let's put it into context. I'm so hyped for this. Tomorrow, man. We're gonna do a run tomorrow with this in it. Oh, man. I'm gonna PB. It's gonna happen. Like, this is gonna give me a PB as long as things go okay. Line. It's not the height I want. This may not get me the distance. Which means we can't put the route in context. That's not going to give me the distance at all. In fact, this is a failed. We're going to have to do a follow-up. That's a bad fail. Why does that fail? Why doesn't it like that? Okay. I can use the rock. I don't have to do anything. I can use the rock. Really? The Guardian's gonna be a pain, so mental note. But the rock will give me what I need. Goodbye. Oh, lame. Alright, whatever. It really depends on how it goes tomorrow, because this is going to be great. It's going to save me time. But if I, like, fub plateau, then it doesn't matter. It all depends on everything going well. That was a weird arrow. I don't know how this is going to work. Okay, that's too high. This is not going to give me the speed. This definitely won't be the distance. Yeah, it's already too late. That was a failed BTB. Well, now I'm not making the BTBs. Maybe. I have to look at my splits to see what my... Actually, I'm pretty sure my PB's field is like... It's like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm being a little bit more cautious here. That was too quick. But acceptable. I don't think I'm gonna get the distance here. I will make it to the first checkpoint. I don't think I'll make it to the mountain where we were testing. So let's play this off. I mean, it's good to try every scenario. I wish I could have made it. Ouch. I wish I could have made it up there. Alright, so we never got to really experiment with this. I hope they don't become annoying. So let's just do this. This should theoretically be height-based. Wow, look how high I am. I could do this. Hold on. I might be able to do this. Nope. Nope, it's gonna glitch me out. What a lame thing to do. Dude! Stamina. Alright. What do I do here? Like... Gonna be high enough? Grab the wall, noob! If I had grabbed the wall in the beginning, I'd be up there and it'd be okay. Now we got a slow, painful climb. Alright, but I don't know. It would have been nice to try mid-air there. Alright, last time. And then I'm gonna cut the stream. So we're gonna do a BTB. We're gonna get all the way inside. That's what we'll do. We'll do a BTB, get all the way inside as a proof of concept, and we'll call it a night. I think that was too far left. Why does he seem... He's off. He's in the wrong place. That feels good. I like that. I like that. I like that height. Let's see where it takes us. Mental note, I do not have bow. This might actually take us all the way to the mountain. See, making that judgment call in the middle of flying is hard. But this will take us to the mountain. And even if it doesn't, we can walk the rest of the way. Assuming we want to walk the rest of the way. Really? Do me dirty like that? What's here? Let's figure what this is out. Bomb arrows? Is it worth the time loss of opening the chest, I wonder? And then I have to ask myself, do I want to go all the way up just to have an optimal height? Like, is this run worth it, or should I pick somewhere else? I forgot bow. Pretty safe here, though, so that's nice. Okay, so we're playing height, which is good. That means I can do this. Dang it! That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Frick. It's over. Okay. We're just going to... In that situation, I don't know that I want to do a quick... Or maybe I do. Maybe I just... So many options, man. So many options. I don't know if I have the right one. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. So, like, what if I did it from here? Okay. Do we need to go all the way up to the mountain? Forget. Of course he's gonna... I'm just gonna do a normal mid-air. Let's get the height. Focus on getting the height and not risking speed here. And then yeah, we're in. That's just what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Just throwing up in my splits. This would be the Temple of Time skip, or Door of Time skip, excuse me, which is almost 3 minutes. So if we can do this in like a minute, it would save 2 minutes roughly. I don't know that we can do it in a minute. We might. I'll have to see. But still, we can save like a minute, minute and a half over my PB just with that. I think that's worth it. And it's more consistent. I'm less likely to fail the BTB first try, which is a huge time sink. I feel good about that. I feel really good about that. All right, calling the stream here. Calamity, as always, it's a pleasure. Tara, I know that you're already gone. If you happen to come back and watch the replay, thank you for joining us. For all you lurkers out there, if you do exist, I hope you enjoyed me playing around with Temple of Time BTB. It certainly got me hyped. Like, I'm excited to do a run tomorrow. I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm so ready. Yeah. We're 3 of 3 this week. So definitely we'll be back between 9 and 10 p.m. Central. And I'm not giving an exact date. I have a window between 9 and 10, sometime there. But yeah, thanks for chilling. Hope you guys have a good night. Calamity, have a great night. And I'll watch your video, Calamity. All right, I'll check it out. I'm excited. Anyways, see you guys.